Welcome into Off the Bench, presented by All-Star Toyota.
Enter at your own risk.
We're bringing you the spookiest sports talk in town. With Jacob Hester and
It might even horrify you.
live from the haunted
Raising Cane's
studio, here's Jacob Hester and
Welcome back in. OTB, that's, I don't know what's better. The robot voice and me not getting used to that, or your NFL comp being Tim Tebow.
the comp.
I don't know. It's the comp. The voice squeak earlier in the show. I think it's the comp, though.
What can I do right today?
I think you should just
I gotta go home.
start over
after
and
that
try.
Tebow comp,
You
I
should
gotta go
start
home.
over and try again tomorrow.
I just gotta go home.
Yeah. We'll see you at Rouse's tomorrow, bud. We appreciate you. Thank you for your service.
Oh man. No, I gotta go. I gotta go after this. I gotta go slang some hydration. Some world-class My High.
DrinkMyHigh.com. Or you can pick it up at Rouse's tomorrow.
That's what I do. We got shipments going out to colleges all over the country, hydrating teams, athletes, pro, collegiate, everything in between. We talking fire departments, police departments, military, job sites. They all getting hydrated.
What about your co-host?
You got to pay for that. When I started the show, I brought 50.
You did. Those ran out a long time ago.
No, a while ago. I know. I owe the studio some My High for sure.
So I don't know if anyone saw this, but obviously in college athletics now, it's about dollars and cents. Now, it always has been, but even more so now with revenue sharing and NIL and trying to make sure that you always have enough cash to be able to fill your roster. Stanford football received a $50 million donation from a former player. $50 million. So the donation comes from former Stanford football player Bradford M. Freeman, who graduated from the school in 1964 and has been a major Stanford donor for decades. Whoa.
Oh,
50 milli. I think Andrew Luck can do a lot with that. At least you hope so, because they are bad.
there's a little bit of clickbait there because we were kind of discussing in the office yesterday after the show about, like, who's this player? Is it Christian McCaffrey? Is it Andrew? Like, who's made that kind of coin? Well, we
You didn't say Bradford M. Freeman?
We were thinking
Freeman?
about recent players. There was a little bit of clickbait headlines there. But yeah, 50 million, nothing to...
I don't think C-Mac is giving 50 million. I
Okay,
don't know
but,
if he has.
but explain this to me. So they got 50 million, great. What can they do? Like, isn't there some sort of limitations on it now? There's some sort of salary cap. You can't just
Right, but you got to be able to raise that salary cap. Like,
yeah, but it's 20-something a
20
year,
plus
right?
million. Like,
Right.
there's going to be some that don't have 20 something million.
I got it, but I'm just saying 50 million.
That's
That's just a little bit too much.
Well, I mean, no, it can be your revenue share for a year, and then you can still put 20 plus million into facilities,
Yep.
to coaching staff.
There is a lot of that happening around the country, and I see it because I work with many, many, many different athletic departments with their budgets, with the hydration in my high. Like there's a lot of colleges that like you're saying that don't have that type of support from alumni or boosters or whoever it is, and they have to go out. It's the name of the game. Pay for players now. Pay for play. It's like they have to make cuts other places to make room for that money. So not all schools have that luxury, like you're saying. So they're having to cut back on their facilities. They're having to cut back on their types of food, their supplementation for athletes, their health, their medication. They're having to make cuts in different places. A lot of staff is also being let go to make room for these players' salary. Well, I say, can you call it salaries now?
Sure.
They're players'
I mean,
payment.
we can do whatever we want.
Whatever it is.
I mean, when you're compared to Tim Tebow's NFL career, you've had a bad day already.
Yeah.
So,
but it's kind of like, that scene in Office Space where, they're like, what exactly do you do on a day-to-day basis?
what is it you'd say you do here?
Yeah, well, there's some people at places that are just people persons,
People.
People person, yeah. I'm a people person. So there's been a lot of but when you have something like that happens, you can keep everything. You can, the way you supplement and keep your guys because in a nutrition station that is like it's a huge thing these days. And,
Right.
and I say nutrition because
it is, for sure.
we talk to Chef Michael Johnson every single week about that. It's not only is it important for the health and the longevity and getting these guys recovered week in, week out, day in, day out, like the performance they can put forth just from the nutrition,
right?
From a food standpoint and a supplementation standpoint, and the extra stuff there's extra treatments, there's massage, there's dry needle, there's all these different things that have never, like when we were there, it was there a little bit. There was a small budget for like some supplements, like
very small.
I think Moffitt used to buy like those naked.
Remember
smoothies.
that became too expensive.
It did.
He
to
bought
cut
naked
back.
drinks and he had to stop because it was too expensive.
Then we just got like apples after that. But then all that plays a part into, of course, it helps the players get ready, but it also plays a part in recruiting as well.
Yeah.
Like if you go to one school that's like, well, I got all this stuff here. Like I can come in here and get a meal anytime I want. I can come here and get, fish oil and vitamins and and all this stuff right here and like have all this support.
Yeah.
And over here, they can't really afford all that because they're having to use all the money to spend on players. I mean, it makes a big deal in the recruiting pitch and everything. That's why it's like, it's an arms race in facilities. Like, okay, well, LSU just got a cool hot tub. Well, we need a cool hot tub with LED lights on it and the speaker system and all the PlayStations and all that stuff. So like, you got to keep
barbershop.
But it's from everything. So yeah, I hear it all the time from coast to coast from different places. Like we're making so many cuts to staff. We're making so many cuts to what we can provide our players because we have to pay guys now. Yeah,
that's $20 million that it's got to come from somewhere. And I'm not saying that they didn't have an idea of budgeting and where they would put those resources, but there's some that are having to make that final $5 million up, and they're like, oh boy, where's that come from?
Right.
And you're right, like facilities isn't as big of a deal as it used to be now in NIL, but it's still a part of it. And like you're talking about the training table and stuff, like when I fly out with the team to go cover a game and I'm like walking through there on Fridays, I'm like, so y'all can just pick up like anything from this area anytime y'all want? Mm-hmm. It's like, it's just, that's what they have. They have all the spread, right? And they have all the food and they have all the things.
Well, we got on a plane or a bus, it was like cold Popeyes. Now it's probably delicious Raisin Cane's. Timothy.
Yeah. Gosh, how many cold Popeyes?
How many cold chicken breasts did I have to sit there and force myself to eat because I was just starving?
A lot.
Like not cold, like okay, cold chicken out of the refrigerator, leftovers, awesome, love it.
Yeah,
just like a good cold pizza, but not like we slowly came down to room temperature over the span of like 3 hours of sitting on a plane seat.
Yeah,
waiting for somebody to come sit on that seat.
Yep. That's what we had to deal with there, and they don't have to deal with that anymore. So, look, places like Stanford, like they probably need something like this because I don't know, because football's not their top priority. So, like, this will help the program out for multiple years. Now, how many schools get this? I don't know. There's going to be some Power 4 schools that they're going to struggle to get to that number every year. And there's certainly going to be some G6 schools that can't get to that number.
Yeah, I mean, multiple.
Yes.
Yeah.
But can Purdue get to that number every single year? Like during the Big Ten, so they get some, the revenue from those TV contracts. So maybe that's not. Can Wake Forest do that?
And you got to think about a lot of these, like for football too. Like you got to think of basketball schools, like Duke, UNC. Like those, are they going to get that for?
Yeah, because that's got to be spread out in the athletic department.
Right. Exactly. And and if you're a guy that
Kentucky,
wants to,
Kansas, Duke, UNC.
If you're a guy that wants to, let's just take the Stanford guy for example. Like, he's a former football player. I'm going to give you $50 million, but I know you got to kind of spread it around, but this is for football. Let's be honest. You might have that at a basketball school. Hey, look, I'm a UConn fan. This is going to basketball. I want this to go to basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you got to sprinkle
Villanova, who plays in the Big East and has won national championships in basketball. They play at the FCS level in football. Hey, guys, this is going to the hardwood. This is going to the court.
Yep.
It's not going to the gridiron. Mm-hmm. That's going to be a fascinating part of it. We talked about it with even Mississippi State, right? And look, we love Coach Levy and we love where the program's going. And it's fun to watch them continue to develop, but baseball's king there.
Right.
Like you go to a baseball weekend in Starkville, and it's incredible, right? I mean, there's people everywhere, and then I mean, not that football doesn't have support. They certainly
my
do.
God, Jeff. He's killing it.
I mean, it's like baseball is king there. So, how much more does Mississippi State give to baseball than, say, give me another school in the SEC, South Carolina, right? Or anybody. Like, how much more do they give? Do they give more to that baseball program? Like, those are decisions that you're going to have to kind of lay out in pro and con, and the basketball school is obviously included as well.
Oh, man. College football.
This is exactly what you thought we'd be talking about 10 years ago.
Absolutely. Jeez.
Rev share, players getting paid, where that money goes, all of that.
What did Will Wade do again?
Before his time. Born too soon.
Yeah, a couple months.
Born
Missed
too
about
soon.
a couple months.
He's about to win a lot of basketball games in Raleigh, North Carolina. I can promise you that. All right, we will step away, and when we come back, we're going to catch up with our guy, Chef Michael Johnson, answer your Munchie questions, and we'll do it right here live from OTB at Pro Dreams.
Off the bench.
All right, go to allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com, allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com. If you are buying new, if you are leasing, if you are renting, it is truly that one-stop shop. So if you want to rent a vehicle for your upcoming trip, maybe you're going to Tuscaloosa to watch the Tigers. Maybe you're going to Norman, Oklahoma to watch the Tigers play. Like, whatever it is, maybe you want to go ahead and plan for the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, right? Christmas, you're traveling this year. You need some room for all the presents that you're going to have. Your current vehicle doesn't have it. Well, they're going to have it because everything's available. allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com.
Yeah, well, those kids, you got to fill a trunk with presents, don't you?
No doubt about
Maybe
it.
a bed of a truck. Maybe a Tundra. I don't know. So if it's that time of life where it's time to upgrade, you just need a new vehicle. Well, whether it's a brand new, whether it's used, whether it's a lease, a long-term lease, whatever it is, you can go to their website, All Star Toyota Baton Rouge, and start that process. You can see what your trade-in value on your current vehicle is, and you can see everything on their lot right there at allstartoyotabatonrouge.com.
– 2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
Hello. Welcome back. What's up?
Man, we're
How you
well
doing?
into hour 3 already.
Yeah, we are. We're trying
flies.
to get with Chef Michael Johnson. He's not answering. Should we send out an SOS? He's never not answered before.
Yeah, well, he's keeping our athletes fed. We got a big game this weekend.
That's very fair. I know
LSU
that.
plays South Carolina.
They are the Gamecocks.
Gamecocks.
They hail from what city?
Columbia.
Oh, I'm so proud of you right now. I thought no shot he knows this.
Tigers versus the Cocks. Let's go. It's a big game. Lenore Sellers strutting in here.
Peacocking.
Fancy chickening.
That is what it is, right? Gamecock. That's a Chanticleer.
That's a Chanticleer, the fancy.
Yeah.
Gamecock. I guess it's just like a
Fighting chicken.
fighting chicken. We put the
Rooster?
they put the knives on their feet. Mm-hmm. I had a guy in
Well, don't tell us anything illegal here on air, bud.
well, that's statute of limitations, I feel like.
Okay.
I had a buddy of mine in middle school, we were growing up in Tyler, Texas, who they did cockfighting. Their parents, they fought chickens. They couldn't do it at the time. This is what he told me. I didn't fact check him at the time. Didn't really have access to the internet as a 11-year-old.
You had it. It just went.
Yeah, I guess so. I just don't know if you'd find as much information as you can.
True. Fair.
So, but he would he brought a VHS tape to me one time and I watched it. It was like, that was pretty wild. But he's on the weekends, they would pack up their chickens and they would drive across the border to Louisiana to do cockfighting.
Wow.
So they raised chickens, but they couldn't do it in Texas because I guess it was illegal.
I don't feel like
I
it was
don't know if
legal
it was
anywhere.
legal anywhere.
Maybe
but
it's just easier to get away with in Louisiana.
I guess so.
I don't really know.
But anyway, that was exciting because I had never heard of it. you're a 6th, 7th grader, never heard of this, and then your buddy brings you a VHS tape of a bunch of Gamecocks fighting.
Daniel says, I guess statute of limitations. It's 10 years on a felony and 5 on a misdemeanor, so Matt's good.
Okay, good. All right, we're good. And I didn't give any names either.
No, you didn't.
A lot of I thinks, and could have been in Louisiana. I'm pretty sure he definitely was.
What are you talking about inside the chat that you said, I feel like I'm not paying enough attention to keep up with the inside jokes?
I don't know. They keep saying things over my head right now.
Well, like what?
Well, they were talking about some sort of poster of Rudy. I don't know.
Is there a poster of Rudy like behind you somewhere?
No, that's what I was looking for.
Oh.
Apparently it's on the website, ProDustStreams.com.
Oh, yeah. I want to remind you, if you want a free Flynn Hester jersey, all you got to do is go buy something from the website. And if you spend over $300, the first 2 to do it, you get autographed jerseys that have inscriptions on them. Mine says Gator Haters. I don't know what Flynn said. I think he put the Ja Rule lyric, living it up.
No, I'm living it up. I did. Wrote it upside down. Had a game-worn one. I wrote it upside down because it was on me. It was on my person.
All right.
I'm going to say person-worn, not really player-worn.
Yeah, don't say player. As sore as we are, I don't think we can use that term. All right, I think we do have Chef Michael Johnson. Chef, what's up, brother? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. How are y'all?
We are doing great, doing fantastic, blessed and highly favored, so appreciate your time there, sir. Do we know what a gamecock is?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's specifically a fighting rooster, right? Like
okay.
There we go.
It's not, yeah. I think that it's a kind of a niche creature, right?
All right.
You got to be trained to be a gamecock.
All right, so
you're just not born that way.
all right.
I don't believe so. Yeah, I think you have to go through it, baby.
All right, so I mean, I'm just trying to figure out, like, if we beat South Carolina this weekend, because when we beat Florida, Gator was on the menu. Like, what's on the menu if we beat South Carolina?
Yeah, just pride. You know what I mean? I think. Yeah. We eat chicken every day of the week, so I'm not sure that there's anything special going to come out of that.
That's fair.
And usually those fighting birds are a little tough for the dining room table. But,
okay.
Yeah.
Fair point.
These chickens we're eating this week were actually slaughtered in the ring.
All right. Let's see. Hashtag Munchies. Rank these kitchen injuries 1 through 3. So in order.
Good question.
Okay.
Burns, cuts, or a slip and fall. All right. So worst being, I guess, 1, and then, go on down the line. So a cut, a burn, or a slip and fall.
Yeah. Well, in all seriousness, slip falls are probably the most common and most harmful to the kitchen. If you show me a chef that doesn't have burns or cuts on their hands, I'm going to show you a chef that hasn't spent enough time in the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
Or one that's been so experienced that they have gotten to the place where they don't do it anymore, which is kind of a rarity. So I'm going to say, in terms of worse, slips and trips are going to be up there. Plus, when you slip and trip and fall, it really, excuse the expression, it really pisses you off, right?
Yeah.
Like it's quite bothersome, right? I've slipped out coming out of the freezer before, and not be able to move for a couple of 30 seconds or so because of 1, the embarrassment, but also 2, the shock to my spine, right? But I think cuts probably next. I'll tolerate a burn. It's bothersome, but I think a cut tends to linger on, and not only that, it's the gift that keeps on giving, right? Like if you have a cut on your hand or your finger, like if you get lemon juice in that later on in the day, it's going to remind you immediately of that cut, right? And so I don't know. I think chefs are born to knives and fire, so I think we'll tolerate both of them, and I think they're probably arguably interchangeable 2 and 3, or a tie for 2 and not a third. But the slips and trips, man, that's a banger right there. I will do without I'll do without that all day long.
Sometimes, chef, if you have like a really sharp knife too, and you get nicked, like you don't know it, like for a little while. So, like, I'm sure you've had the experience of, all right, I'm cut, I'm bleeding. I don't know really when I started, so I gotta throw away everything.
Yes, that's happened a few different times, and I have some horror stories of bits of appendages being lopped off, and like not only do you have to send this human being to the hospital to go get something sewed back on, but then you have to find the bit to take back with them too. So, we've had some doozies in the kitchen, not necessarily here, but in my time and experience.
This one comes from our guy Daniel Basham, chef. Hashtag Munchies. How far out do you plan for Thanksgiving? If I'm not mistaken, though, you don't do the cooking on Thanksgiving.
I don't typically. I did last year, and it was an absolute crap show, man. But last year, I had been on I hadn't been eating for 21 days. I was on Daniel's fast. It was a spiritual deal. And so when I had some wine while I was cooking, like two glasses of wine, I was feeling like, well, it was like white girl wasted. I felt. I hadn't eaten properly for like 3 weeks, and I dropped the damn turkey coming out of the oven, and so it was a bit of a crap show. So planning wise, like here at the nutrition center, it's interesting because at the nutrition center I can plan 2 to 3 weeks out. I can even plan a year out, not necessarily for Thanksgiving, but yeah, we're thinking about Thanksgiving in October, right?
Yeah.
Because we have, and sometimes even earlier than that, because we order our turkeys 6 months in advance, so that they know they can grow that turkey to a proper size for us, and they know what size turkey we want. So we actually start these conversations further out. But when it comes to my home, I'm not quite as diligent about planning. I'm like, it's day before Thanksgiving. Are we going to eat turkey tomorrow, or are we just, you know what I mean? So maybe not a day out, but I think when you put that energy into it, that the amount of energy that you do into your profession, sometimes your personal life tends to give a little bit. So,
Chef, turkey or ham?
Turkey. I'll eat ham, and honestly, I've gotten to the place where I like prime rib.
Can't have money. Woo, boy, can't hide it. Must be nice. How's the air up there, Chef? Jeez.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Sorry, guys. Yeah. I don't want to get it. It's early October. I don't want to ask too many things, but too many Thanksgiving questions. But you got me thinking of what you just said. How many turkeys does the team or all the athletes go through in one Thanksgiving?
It's usually like 6 or 8, and that also includes some staffers because we serve it primarily at lunch. And I mean, we serve, 350 people at lunch, probably close to 400. So, and not everybody likes turkey. We also get Black Forest hams for us as well.
I'm team ham.
Obviously prime rib. Just
everybody has their shortcomings. I had my little private little.
That's right. That's exactly
rib in the back. Yeah. But we go through a decent amount.
Hashtag Munchies. What is the best way to incorporate beets into my diet because they don't taste great?
Yeah. If you poach or slow roast, or what we do is called a melt, you rub the beets with oil, wrap it in foil, and roast it at about 200 degrees until it's soft like a baked potato, right? Like you can pierce a knife through it without resistance. What happens is when you cook it slower versus fast, the sugars in it kind of slowly melt, if you will, or they kind of it's kind of like when you boil garlic, right? When you eat a clove of garlic when it's fresh, it's really sharp and has that real bite to it. Well, beets are the same way. When you cook them slow and low and take your time with it, the sugars in them build and they caramelize, and instead of it becoming this real bitter thing, it actually sweetens the beet up, and it you peel the skin back, and I like to slice them and put them into you can also put it into like smoothies. Don't want to get on clothes, that'll go bad for you, but I like to slow roast them, and it develops that sweetness out of them that's not quite so bitter.
Chef, I got one here. I had to look this up to make sure it was a real thing and they weren't just putting something like not approved for the airwaves on here. But hashtag Munchies, when cooking bulgogi beef, is it best to do a quick light sear? Do you have any recommendations?
Bulgogi, yeah. So what we do, typically what we do with bulgogi is it's a thin slice. I like to marinate bulgogi in like it's like a Korean barbecue sauce, if you will, with mirin, soy, Japanese apples or Japanese pears, the Asian pears, whatever you call them, some green onions, and let it sit overnight. And yes, it's a really quick, high heat sear, and you're not wanting to take it too terribly far because typically bulgogi is cut from a cut that has a lot of connective tissue in it, and it'll tense up and get real tough. So you're just putting it on a screaming hot dry heat source, just to give it a little color and pull.
All right, there he is. Chef Michael Johnson joins us every single Thursday here on OTB, and we appreciate it every single time. Chef, you're the man. We appreciate it. We'll catch up again next week.
Take care, guys.
Team turkey or team ham? Oh.
I don't. The good thing about Thanksgiving
I like
is
both.
you don't really have to choose.
Do not get me wrong. I mean, I'm going to eat both.
Yeah,
of them,
that's the thing about it's like you don't really have to choose. Now, if I'm thinking just for Thanksgiving, I'll choose turkey for the sheer fact that that's the only time of the year I'm eating it. Like I'm a ham guy. We'll do it at Christmas. We'll do it at Easter. We'll do it throughout the year. But like side by side, blind taste test ham over turkey from a taste standpoint. But for Thanksgiving, like I want the turkey.
I'm gonna take both down.
But I want the turkey just because it's a once a year type situation.
I really appreciate that chef's like, no, prime rib.
No, it's the steak. Yeah.
I'm gonna actually go prime rib.
Well, yeah, clear.
And then we called him out, like trying to, give him a little hard time. He's like, yeah, it's fine.
It's fine, whatever. Yeah, like prime rib.
It is what he said. It is what it is.
Work hard, play hard.
Yep, fair enough. God, watching this game, and again, if you're just joining us, the 2019 National Championship game is on. Man, Terrace Marshall was such a good college football player. Mm-hmm. He was such a good, and I know he's hanging on right now. I think he's on the Eagles practice squad, but man, I wish he would have gone to a different situation out of the gates. He went to Carolina. Not great, but man, he was really. So was Thaddeus Moss too.
Yep.
I mean, just really good college football
Hard
players.
to really shine at the Panthers. I may foresee him with Xavier Legette this year. Tough.
Hey, 990 more yards, bud, and he's got that 1,000.
He got double digits last game, so
it's not a big deal.
Not huge.
I don't love my bowl prediction because AK's splitting carries now with Kendrick Miller, which I agree with. Is a smart football play, but I said my bowl prediction he's going to get 1,000 yards for the first time in his career on the ground.
Got to pop off some big ones.
Not looking good. But it's okay because I actually like the direction of the Saints running game, and now AK finally has some help there. All right, we'll take a break. More OTB when we come back here live from Pro Dreams.
Off the bench.
All right, well, speaking of Pro Dreams, again, want to remind you, pro-dreams.com is the website. And again, very cool promotion they have going on here today. If you buy something on the website, first 40 people to do it. Now, there's not 40 left. There's only a handful left. But if you buy something on the website today, you will also get a free Hester or a free Flynn jersey. And if you spend over $300 today on the website, you get an autographed Flynn or Hester jersey. Matt put his on, signed it upside down, and wrote a whole bunch of stuff on it. Mm-hmm. So that is truly a one of one. You have a one of one. There's no other jersey like that out there. So again, go to their website, pro-dreams.com. Remember, they're going to have Jake Brown Friday, correct?
Jake Brown tomorrow. No, Saturday.
Saturday
from 10 to 11. Then the Weeks Brothers.
So he's going to be 10 to 11. And then the Weeks Brothers are on Sunday starting at 2.
2 to 4. That's right.
All 3 Weeks Brothers are going to be here. Zach Witt and Wes Weeks are going to be here.
Stuff.
Yeah, there's probably going to be some big cat drill going on here in the lobby. So go to pro-dreams.com.
...2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports. All
right, welcome back in. It is OTB here live from Pro Dreams, and tomorrow we're we're going to be out at Rouse's. We're going to be there at Rouse's, Burbank and Lee. Remember, you can go to rouses.com to check out all the offers they currently have going on right now. Also, remember, you can get your tailgating packages there. So it is a tailgating weekend, LSU versus South Carolina. So go ahead. You know what? You can go for Dos.
You can go for Dos.
Grab some Dos Equis.
Grab some jasmine rice.
Grab some Supreme. I mean, everything's coming together. It's basically just Team OTB over there at Rouse's. So come see us tomorrow. Breakfast bar is right behind us. It is incredible. Sit down, listen to the show. Love the interaction between segments there. Like during the breaks, we get a chance to catch up with some of our listeners, which is always really, really cool. And you can listen to the show, eat breakfast, pick up your tailgating packages, all right there at Rouse's, Burbank and Lee, Rouse's.com, Rouse's.com.
Yeah, man, I'm fired up about tomorrow. We enjoy every single week being at Rouse's. Like I said, they are. And tomorrow we have what? We got Pontoon Parlay. We got what do we call the NFL thing?
Party Barge.
The Party Barge. And then don't forget, in the 7 o'clock hour, we got the starting quarterback for your New Orleans Saints, Spencer Rattler, joining the show.
Rat Pack.
We're going to find out.
We're going to ask.
We're going to
go straight to the source.
Any of them are approved.
We're going to go straight to the source.
He might say, I don't want to have a rat in there. Never know. We'll see.
You know what? He might want it more like a rattlesnake.
Rattlesnake? Yep.
I don't know. I mean, because there's not a lot of good things about rats.
Yep. Yeah, I guess not.
I mean, Master Splinter is about all I got for you.
Master Splinter, the Nutcracker. It's one of the main
I don't
characters.
know. One of Theo Vaughn's nicknames is Rat King.
Yeah.
Like Theo. Theo's cool.
Okay. Ratchet.
I am from the Ratchet City, Shreveport. Do love my hometown like that.
Well, we'll get to the conclusion. We'll get to the bottom of it, people. Don't worry. We'll ask the important stuff.
It is always, by the way, a good time to go for Dos. So go ahead and go for Dos. Pick up your Dos Equis for your tailgate, because tailgating is not done right if you forget the ice cold Dos Equis and the ice chest full. You can get your TV, you can get your tent, your generator, but if you forget to go for Dos, did you really go tailgating? Some are asking.
Yeah, some are asking. Don't drink those other beers. Make sure you're drinking Dos Equis.
All right, so LSU, South Carolina, we've talked a lot about it here throughout the week. We'll continue talking about it tomorrow. Obviously, South Carolina is absolutely in must-win now mode, because we talked about it earlier in the week. If they don't win this game, it could really start a slide for South Carolina. Their next 5 games, they are at LSU, Oklahoma at home, Alabama at home, at Ole Miss, at Texas A&M. So in the next 5 games, they play number 4, number 5, number 6, number 8, and number 11 in the country. In the country. Not in the SEC, in the country. They play those teams. And 3 of those games are on the road. So in case, again, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 11. LSU being 11 is the lowest ranked team that South Carolina will face in the next 5 games. Whoa.
Yeah, all right. Well, glad you got Sellers back, I guess, from his concussion. But, that's a tough road for the best team in the country if they had to go through that, right? So South Carolina has had their issues this year. They've had their struggles. But, look, they're in the SEC. They have talent. They have a quarterback who is strong, can run, can throw, can do all the things. Man, they got a puncher's chance at every single one of these games. And, of course, we will continue to break down, especially tomorrow. We'll give some predictions, a lot of keys to the victory, keys for the LSU defense, the offense. But we've talked about it. No matter what you do, we have to see improvement on the offensive side of the ball. Passing game, running game. There's no one thing that we can't point at and say, yep, that needs to get better. But we do know from a running game standpoint, if there are not immediate improvements, it's sure as heck going to make it pretty hard to improve the passing game as well. So got to get the running game going, because that is going to open up the offense for Garrett Nussmeier, the struggles that he's been having for whatever reason, whatever the reasons are that he is struggling. Of course, there has been struggles. It's not the same offense. It's not the same passing attack as we've seen in the past. So let's get the running game going, and let's get it started fast, like Jake said earlier in the show, with that first 15. Let's see what kind of creativity. Let's see what we were able to put together, implement, and execute in this week off.
And remember, they had a week off too. I mean, so there's going to be things that they have worked on, that they have done, that they feel better about. There's going to be things that they feel like they have advantages. So, like, it is not just you coming off a bye week. Again, like, they're coming off a bye week. They're going to have something with Lenore Sellers. They're going to have something in the run game. They're going to have something that they think is going to slow down your very aggressive defense. Mm-hmm. So you're going to have to adjust to their adjustment as well.
If you had to put money on this, let's just say it's even money, that LSU runs a power this weekend. You taking that bet?
No.
I mean, I'd say don't take it because they hadn't run one. But you don't think we see it? Not at once.
No.
I'm not saying like
and God, I would love to be wrong.
And we're not going to say that, okay, all right, look, you can't just throw in one play and think everything's fixed. But it just shows something that, I think every team in the history of, tackle football has run the power at some point. I don't know if has there ever been a team that didn't run a power? I doubt it.
I don't know. That's a great question.
I don't know if there's ever been a team that's never pulled a guard.
Just a guard and not two pullers.
Yeah.
That's a great question. And now,
I'm talking about middle school, high school, college, pros.
Flag. Pull the guard.
We have guards and we're pulling them.
Oh, that's a great question. There's no way of looking up in the history of football, but I feel pretty confident in saying.
I got a new good buddy of mine. His name's ChatGPT. He doesn't even know that.
I don't know.
He doesn't even know that answer.
All right, we are going to take our last break of the show. We do have Ask the Bench coming up, but also we're going to get a count, or try to get a count on maybe how many jerseys they have still left here, and get those questions that you're asking inside the chat about the shipping portion of that answered as well. So we'll have all that to finish up today here. It is OTB live from Pro Dreams.
Off the bench.
All right, go to RussellPools.com. Russell Pool Company, truly the place that can make your dreams a reality, right? It is the one-stop shop, right? They're going to be there through the entire process, all right? So pro work every single time, right? The most professional pool company that you can deal with here in Baton Rouge, and that's why they've been doing it for so long. That's why LSU, like in the recovery situation, right? Who takes care of the recovery pools? That's Russell Pools, because that's what you can expect from them, is the best of the best. So let them build your dream pool in your backyard, in your space. Go to RussellPools.com.
And not only are they good enough for the Tigers, but they've been doing it for a long, long time in Louisiana. So when you think of quality pools, quality craftsmanship, quality design, everything, you think of Russell Pool, the best company in Louisiana to build your dream pool. So if you've been thinking about this project for a long time, you've been wanting to pull the trigger, give them a call. Go see their website. Start the process sooner and stop putting it off. RussellPools.com.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
Of course, you made me lean over and turn the microphones on.
Yeah, are you in pain or something?
Very much so.
It's alarming how sore we are.
It's embarrassing. Oh, my gosh. I thought I was in shape. No, you're in dad bod shape. You jog around the neighborhood.
Apparently, we don't touch grass as much as we used to.
Yeah, I mean, I run on the concrete. Maybe I need to go to grass. It's not good. We did get an answer to your questions inside the Bayou 4 chat about Pro Dreams and the shipping. So right now it's Square. Yeah, Square is down.
The company Square that takes the
Square is down. So
Square is down for the shipping part.
If you do this, if you click on local pickup, Trey is going to make sure that you get your item. Like, he's going to contact you individually and make sure that it gets shipped to where it needs to get shipped to. So if you're on the website, I know some of you were in New Orleans, some of you were in Texas. That's how you get it done. Just click on local pickup, and he's going to make sure you get your item. Now, one of the $300 jerseys is already gone.
It's gone. She's gone.
So there's only one more of those left. Mm-hmm. And there's a handful, I would say half the normal jerseys are gone. So you need to hurry if you want to get that jersey, the free jersey with your item.
Yeah, everybody's listened. They've gone to the website. They have got these free jerseys, and hopefully when you put them up on your wall, people still remember who those people are. with the names on those jerseys.
Dad, who is Flynn?
Yeah,
who's Heaster?
Heaster.
Who is this?
But the shipping, like, this is what Pro Dreams, that's the name of the game for them. They ship all the time everywhere in the country. So, like, if it is on there, the Square app is down from, like, the address and the shipping part. So just click local pickup. He'll contact you, get the address, ship it out.
You just made Trey nervous.
Yeah, it's all right. He loves it.
But they will. You can also pick it up here.
You can pick it up
at the store.
Anywhere in the world.
Worldwide.
I'm sorry.
Worldwide.
I undershot it. We ship everywhere.
Worldwide. Prestige worldwide.
Yep.
Pro Dreams worldwide.
So if you're Papua New Guinea, you got it. You got the Hester jersey coming to you.
We have listeners all over the world, Matt.
I know.
All right, let's see if we got any of your questions inside the Bayou Ford chat here. You all know Danny is at Barstool in Chicago with T-Bob, right? Yes. Yes, so that OTB shirt that he promised you, he's not getting that to you. He's not getting that. Danny's gone. Danny lives in Chicago now. Danny just randomly, like, just finds ways. I think him and T-Bob are, it's a duo. I think it's one of those, like, you get one, you get the other.
Who are we talking about?
You remember Danny, our video producer forever.
Yeah. All right.
So Danny went to Volume when T-Bob was on Volume with Aaron Murray, and now he's at Barstool with T-Bob as well.
Deal,
package
right?
deal. It's a duo.
Writes him in the contract.
It is a duo. So, yeah, you're not getting that shirt.
I did want to mention that tonight, 7:15, we got the Eagles-Giants playing. Jackson Tart gets to redeem himself a little bit.
Who? Jackson Fart?
Jackson Fart.
Yeah.
Yep. Same with the Eagles, coming off a loss. Both teams coming off a loss here. Got a good little NFC East matchup. So looking forward to that. I love the Amazon coverage as well. I think they do a really good job. But NFL ball is what I look forward to.
Oh, no. Danny took y'all's money and still the shirt. No. I thought maybe he's like, yeah, we're going to come up with merch one day. Ooh. Avo said he charged $40 a shirt. Ew. It's not good.
Wait, he ran a little scam?
That's just not good.
A little T-shirt scam?
Feels like it. I don't think he did it on purpose.
Allegedly.
Sorry.
I'm sure get you a Barstool shirt though.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what those shirts look like, but yeah, he'll get you one of those. How many are we talking? I don't mind having some OTB merch made, but I just need to know how many, right? Because I don't want to overshoot it.
Yeah.
I don't want to buy 100 and only 7 people.
Yeah, these things aren't free.
Yeah. I was so close. Look, I got on my OTB logo right now, and so it's something I like to do. I almost made one last night that said Jag-Wires. You know why? Because Lady Jag, that is literally her name, Miss Judy up front at Guarantee, who is the biggest Southern fan in the world, said it's Jaguars. Not Jaguars.
Not Jaguars.
Jaguar. Not Marbles Full of Mouth Hunt.
No.
They're from Shreveport. All right, stop trying to church it up.
In the Amazon rainforest, we have the beautiful female jaguar and 4 beautiful cubs. That's the only person that can say it.
The only person. Okay.
Jaguar.
And Lady Jag said it, so.
Why? Because this is America.
Yeah. Ooh, Alondra, that's a great idea. A shirt with 1 brain cell. Like that.
Mm-hmm. Big one, though. Big brain cell.
Yes, we absolutely. If we ever did make merch, it would be CTE OTB would definitely be one of the first off the print, without question.
Or us looking at each other saying, aim for the bushes.
Yep.
Yep.
And go see them right now. Would also be one. Dear Delandra can get some merch. Absolutely. We can do whatever we want.
Sky's the limit on merch.
I like our logo. I think our logo looks good. Do that. We can use the old KISS method to do that.
Keep it simple, secret.
That's what I was talking about there.
What do you think? You think the Eagles win or the Giants win?
The Eagles. Although I'm going to watch the Crayon Eater Cam Scatterboo run. Gotta love it.
Mario Davis
has him pegged.
The most perfect description of a human being I think I've ever heard. When he said he's just like a really bad kid.
Like a really bad little kid.
Little bad kid.
Yeah.
And he is.
He is.
God, that's perfect.
Yeah. It's like he even kicks his feet when he's mad like a little kid. And it showed a highlight.
He eats crayons.
In the air.
He licks windows.
Yeah. All those are terms of endearment, guys.
Absolutely.
I know they might not sound like it to you, but they are.
And if we said it to him, we would say it to him, and he would be like, thanks, guys, man.
Yes.
Man, appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Dude, respect.
After he goes, yeah.
He's probably listening, though.
Why would he not be?
He probably wants some merch.
All right. Big reminder, tomorrow going to be a big show, so we're going to be back at Rouse's on Burbank and Lee. Also, we're going to have the starting quarterback of the New Orleans Saints, Spencer Rattler, join us probably, looks like, in hour number 1 of the show. So big show planned for tomorrow. I can't wait to have Spencer Rattler on the show, man. I think he's playing at a really, really nice level right now, continuing to grow, continuing to develop, continuing to get better. So join us tomorrow. Nice job, Matthew, setting that up. We're going to have Spencer Rattler, who also played at South Carolina before the LSU South Carolina game. So join us tomorrow. We thank you. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow. And until then, enjoy the rest of your day.
Off the bench.
All right, when it comes to industrial construction, there's only one team built to handle it all, and that is Pala. From fabrication and maintenance to construction and turnaround services, Pala has been powering Louisiana's industries for decades. They are trusted by the biggest names in energy and manufacturing because they deliver quality, safety, and reliability every single time. So whether it's a major project or everyday operations, go with the pros who get it done. Visit PalaGroup.com to learn more. That is PalaGroup.com, building Louisiana's future one project at a time.
Yeah, when it comes to safety, quality, and trust, Pala sets the standard. Newly certified at NAQ1 standards for nuclear vessels and reactors and holding numerous ASME stamps. Pala delivers projects with the toughest codes in the industry. And the tougher the job, the harder we work to make sure every employee goes home at night. So Pala, employee-owned, relationship-driven. Learn more at palagroup.com.